This next song is a Funky Fly original called Mackenzie. Park by the Funky Fly Project.
1, T0, 0, and liftoff.
Hi everyone, and welcome. I'm Dory Taylor.
And I am Yu-Ling Chang.
Together, we're the producers for Remake Learning Days across America. In 2020, we have seen firsthand how youth and families have adapted to remote and hybrid learning from home. And we have seen how educators in school and out of school have skillfully engaged caregivers in the work of supporting all of our learners.
We are here at Museum Lab in the Children's Museum of Pittsburgh, the largest cultural center for families in the United States. We are your hosts for the national launch of Remake Learning Days across America.
We hope you all enjoyed the music by Funky Fly Project. These youth musicians came together when they were in elementary school and started creating their unique sound. And now they've grown together and have released 2 albums.
We invite you all to sit back in your most comfortable seat and enjoy the event as we celebrate families, engage in hands-on learning, and recognize education innovations in our 16 host regions. We have many special guests joining us, and we appreciate you taking the time to be here for the special launch.
For us personally, one of our favorite parts of Remake Learning Days across America is getting to meet incredible leaders, educators, advocates, and innovators like you across the nation. We have a fantastic group of leaders from our 16 regions, and they are here with us to tell us more about Remake Learning Days across America.
Hello, I'm Amanda Smith from the Penn State Center for Science in the Schools and the director of Engine of Central PA. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Kellen with Greater Kansas City. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Sana Jaffrey from the Chicago area. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Maggie McDonald from West Virginia. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Alina Mitchell from the San Diego region. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Boyd Heston with the Tennessee College of Applied Technology in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Tracy Tackett from Eastern Kentucky. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Warren from the DMV. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Mitch Sava from the Research Triangle region of North Carolina. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Dory Taylor from southwestern Pennsylvania. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Tim Francisco from the Northeast Ohio region. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Melissa Dubois from Oregon. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Jim Reese from the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Michael Stone from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Chuck Ambrose from Greater Cincinnati. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Demetrius Roberts from Southeastern PA. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Kath Crowley-Kahn from Wisconsin's Badgerland. Welcome.
Remake Learning Days Across America is a festival designed for families
that celebrates the many learning opportunities found in any community.
It highlights innovative learning experiences for youth.
And most importantly, for youth and families to learn and discover together.
Remake Learning Day events are designed to be hands-on, relevant, and engaging.
The majority of events are free.
All kinds of organizations open their doors and host events.
Schools, museums like this one,
parks, libraries,
after-school organizations, early learning centers,
universities, media centers,
technology firms, design studios, and more.
Clearly, learning can happen anywhere.
Events held during Remake Learning Days help kids develop a sense of wonder, creativity, and curiosity.
By participating in experiences based in the arts, maker-centered learning, the outdoors, science, technology, and youth voice.
Together, we proactively design each Remake Learning Days festival to address educational disparities
so that learners in poverty, learners of color,
learners in rural areas, girls in STEM,
and learners with disabilities feel included.
It's important to us that we make learning opportunities available for all kids.
So why do we do this? We are living in a time of remarkable change, and we have been for many years.
From the way our cities work to the way our brains develop, everything stands to be revised, redefined, and remade.
We want families, parents, and caregivers to see what's possible and to experience the future of learning.
Whether by coding a robot, creating art, making a film, conducting science experiments, or exploring the outdoors.
These shared experiences are incredibly meaningful and have shown that kids become even more passionate about their learning.
It ignites a conversation
on how we can all create the best possible future for our kids.
So this upcoming April and May,
We can't wait to see intergenerational learning
happening in all kinds of learning spaces.
We can't wait to spotlight the amazing learning that is happening in our communities.
We can't wait to celebrate together.
And we can't wait to see the joy in kids' faces as they discover something new that sparks their curiosity.
Happy Remake Learning Days!
Thank you to the people leading the great work in our 16 regions and for taking time to celebrate great learning across America. As promised, we have a hands-on learning activity that Dory and I will take part in, and we encourage you to do it at home with us. Before we do the maker activity, we'd like to take you back to 2007. This is the year that Remake Learning Network began, and it's also the year that the iPhone was released. 2007 ushered in exponential changes in technology that changed society's definition of what's relevant, what's engaging, and what matters. It's changed not only how we learn as adults, but also how we learn as kids. With a nod to the beginning of Remake Learning, we thought it would be fun to make a cell phone holder. We sent you instructions and a list of materials that you need for this activity. You can also find it on our website at remakelearningdays.org. I'd like to introduce you to our maker teacher. Her name is Anna Diaz-Young, a high school student from Washington International School in the DC, Maryland, Virginia region. Let's start making. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Eileen.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited to do this making activity with you. What are we doing today?
So today we are going to be making phone stands.
That is something I definitely can use. I can't wait. So tell me about this project.
So it started, during the spring, my design technology class, we needed a project that we could do at home. So our teacher had us go through the whole design process, including practicing our sketching skills. And then in the end, we had to make a phone stand. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make the one I designed.
Great, I can't wait. So where do we start?
So to start, you take the template sheet and you can cut out the shapes and then trace them onto your piece of cardboard.
All right, so I have my pieces cut out and here is my cardboard. So we'll trace it and I conveniently have it traced on the other side.
Great. Yeah, and then you're going to cut them out and they'll look like this.
Okay, great.
And
so
then
for cutting, I know I have a box cutter, which I saw was in your instructions.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I might use my kitchen scissors.
Yeah, whatever is easiest for you.
Great. So when you developed this, I mean, you really created every single step of the way.
Yeah, we did.
And what is it about making that you like?
I like making because it allows me to take ideas that I have in my mind and then put them out into like a physical product, and it can be whatever my imagination creates and not what anyone else is thinking about.
That's awesome. I love that. So I have my pieces ready to go.
Great. So do I.
I have my little ones.
Yeah, so to start, you're going to take your big piece, and then I created a system that helps you know how to glue them, and there's a diagram that's included in the instructions that will help you even more. So you take number 3, and then you glue it to around where A is, but you can adjust it to whatever angle you want your phone stand to be at. So you can use Elmer's glue, but I'm going to use hot glue.
Okay, I'm going to use hot glue gun too. So I'm just doing a straight line across my cardboard. Then we glue it together.
And then you're going to take the second piece and do the same thing, but slightly lower.
Okay. So Anna, while we're gluing, tell me, how did you even get started with making?
So to get, like, when I was younger, I used to take books and like tissue boxes and whatever I could find, and I used them to build like houses for my Playmobil and other dolls. And I just had a lot of fun being able to make it so that it was like customizable for whatever I thought of and wanted, and not like just what like the creators of the toy thought that kids would want.
That's great. So you basically imagine what it was you wanted for your toys as you were a child and just went and made it out of anything that happened to exist in your house.
Yeah.
It
allowed for a lot of like, plus more time spending on spent playing, because it distracted me for longer. So I think my parents like that too.
All right, so I think I've glued mine together. I think I have glue on my fingers too. It's
great. Now you're gonna take the two smaller pieces and you're gonna glue them together in about a 90-degree angle. One other thing you can do to customize your phone stand more is that you can cut a hole in the bottom of one of these pieces so that you can charge your phone while it's on the stand.
Oh, that's a great idea. What are other things you could do to customize your phone stand?
Yeah, so you could do something similar to what I did, where I wrapped my phone stand in flattened drinking cans that I cleaned and recycled. And I mean, now thinking about it, I could have easily just used aluminum foil, but there's many different ways you could decorate yours. Like you could have your kids draw on them, or you could draw on it yourself, whatever you want to make it.
Let me see that phone stand there. You took recycled cans and flattened them, and then you wrapped your phone case.
Yes.
That's incredible. It looks great.
Thanks.
All right, so I have my little perpendicular piece.
Great, yeah. So now you're gonna take your phone stand, and you can move it up or down depending on how big your phone is, and also, yeah, and what you want to use the phone for, like the phone stand for. So if you want to charge your phone, I would put it a bit up, but it's all dependent on what you want to use your phone stand for.
Okay. I'm gonna do what you suggested in your drawing, kind of put it towards the bottom to hold my phone. And I'm just holding it in place to glue it. Great. I have to say, Anna, your instructions are so easy.
Yeah, I try to make them as easy to follow.
Did it take a couple times to kind of figure out the process for this phone stand?
Yeah, I tried out different angles and things like that. And then just like the ratio of like the two, like the second piece and the third piece, like worked out for this angle. So I thought that was just, it was a pretty good angle in my opinion. So I don't know.
I think it's great. All right, so here's my phone stand.
Great.
I'm gonna give it a try. Here's my phone. Put it in.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, that works.
Great.
That's great. Anna, thank you so much for leading us through this activity.
Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to check out Remake Learning Days.
Wow, that was awesome, Anna. Thank you so much for taking us through that activity. It was really fun. How'd you do, Dory?
I thought the instructions were so clear, and actually I made this with my children. I cut out the template, the 9-year-old taped it to the cardboard, the 12-year-old cut the cardboard and used the hot glue gun to assemble. So this is your undecorated model, and it fits perfectly.
I love hot glue guns. They're so much fun. So my kids and I made one as well, and we did decorate it. We used some origami paper and we made it colorful, and it also holds my cell phone. I'm really amazed by just how few pieces of cardboard you have to use to make this work. Are you going to use yours on your desk?
Absolutely, and we're going to make more.
I know, my
For
family wants one as well. Well, we would love to see what you made at home. Take a photo of your creation and post it on social media, #Remake Days.
For Remake Learning Days across America to be a success, it truly takes a village. Along with the regional lead host organizations, Remake Learning Days across America is honored to work with many national partners, including PBS Kids, Digital Promise, Common Sense Media, and Noggin. Let's hear from a few of these national partners about their commitment to learning and why family engagement is important.
Remake Learning Days to a child is in some ways validating their natural curiosity. And so it's really affirming for them that this kind of powerful learning is something that happens everywhere outside of school. And then it's also something they can experience with their families. What magic it is to see that spark in the eyes of a child and to know that that's something that they can see for themselves in their whole community and engage with others around.
Those moments of wow and wonder that happen when adults get to learn alongside children. Because that's really, I think, the really special thing that children bring into people's lives is that it's an opportunity to revisit what it was like to be a little kid and to learn all over again. Thinking of learning as being way beyond the walls of the school, something that happens all the time, and that really is one of the most fundamentally fun things about being a person.
We're just so excited to see it expand. And then I think long term to see what does that do, not just in terms of the event and bringing folks together around the event, but how does that strengthen an ecosystem?
Thank you to our national partners for all of their support. We like to describe Remake Learning Days as one of the world's largest open houses for hands-on learning, where many community organizations open their doors to families, such as schools, tech centers, parks, museums, libraries, and any space where kids learn. We love watching parents and caregivers learn alongside their children, and we know from research that children enjoy the learning even more when the whole family is engaged. There are hundreds of Remake Learning Days events, and to help navigate all these awesome events, families can search by different learning themes, whether it is something that their child may already have a passion in, or maybe it's something that they want to discover for the first time. We have special guests who will share why they love each of these learning themes: arts, maker, outdoor learning, science, technology, and youth voice.
Hi, my name is Maria Torres. I'm a director choreographer, born and raised in Brooklyn. I am Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, and what can I say? The arts have been extremely instrumental in my life. I started out as a dancer, and from being a dancer with a dream, I was able to graze the stages of Broadway, be able to be a choreographer on So We Think You Dance, choreograph movie El Cantante, work on the movie Enchanted, work on so many different types of amazing film and theater and television shows and projects. So the arts is something that I still to this day will continue to do, and for as long as I can on this earth. And I encourage all of you to be able to take your children and yourselves and get engaged, you know, get involved, learn the arts, especially at the arts events. So I expect to see all of you, or at least be able to see the arts events at Remake Learning Days across America. Take care. Bye.
My name is Kim Fox. I am a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and maker. Through my company, Workerbird, I teach workshops, give lectures, sell my products at craft fairs, and exhibit my art in galleries nationwide. I love making because it's about taking things apart and putting them back together, whether reinventing the original piece or creating something completely new. I work with all kinds of reclaimed materials and am inspired by everything that surrounds me, from walks in the woods to my community of other incredible makers. Hands-on learning is invaluable and teaches creativity and, most importantly, cultivates curiosity. These are the values I hope to instill in my son. It's so great that families can engage in maker events during Remake Learning Days across America. We're all in this together, so let's make things together and shape the future of learning.
For today's program, I really wanted to have the opportunity to demonstrate that flowers, as they are expressed in our program, are the key to a different way of looking at the world. Because of my enthusiasm for orchids, we've now entered into a vibrant educational program that has recruited literally hundreds of students over the years and changed the way that they see flowers, but also see employment opportunities, professions that have grown out of this, etc. And one of the people who is a poster boy for demonstrating the power of flowers and entrepreneurship is Jason Garland, who has turned out to be a remarkable student, and I predict will be a remarkable employee in his life to come. And so with that, I would just like to congratulate Jason in advance for being so clever and innovative in taking the hint about why we created this environment in the first place.
Hi, I'm Jason Garland Jr. I've been working at MCG since about 6th grade. So I've been in the program for a while, which has given me the opportunities to do things, which is what you see behind me. This is my business that I created, and this right here is a microplanter that I have also manufactured and built up through 3D printing. And it's a simple process involving microgreens. It's a pad at the bottom, you drop seeds, and then you spritz it once or twice a day, and then you get microgreens right in your home. So that's just generally this is what you're behind, so let's get into the rest of it. Learning about gardening or anything around the outdoors can help you in day-to-day surviving, even though you have your technology and all these other things that can do generally things for you. Having something like outdoor experience helps even more. So I will encourage you to come here, learn, and get everything out of it the same way I have, and even maybe create a business or something like this. Hope you guys have fun exploring outdoor learning.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Calandrelli. I'm from Morgantown, West Virginia, and I'm the host of Emily's Wonder Lab on Netflix. Today we are going to do a simple acid-base reaction and create a beautiful, colorful potion. What you need for this one is vinegar, this is going to be our acid, and baking soda, this is going to be our base, this is also known as sodium bicarbonate. And to make our potion colorful, we're going to add a little bit of food coloring. So the first thing you want to do is add some water and food coloring to your baking soda. We're going to make ours green, and then take a fork and just mix it up a little bit. You want to get all the baking soda very, very colorful, and the water just helps to mix that food coloring in. That looks pretty good, just like so. And now you're ready, just like that. So we're going to pour our acid into our base to kickstart our acid-base reaction. Ready? Let's watch. 3, 2, 1. And there is your acid-base reaction. This is a chemical reaction that creates carbon dioxide bubbles, and you can see it just kind of goes everywhere. For more hands-on activities, check out the Remake Learning Days Across America Festival.
Hi, I'm Quasi the Robot here at Carnegie Mellon's Entertainment Technology Center. Students here are experts when it comes to learning, working, and playing with technology. In fact, I'm a great example of that. I was built by a team of students learning about how technology can be used to create exciting new things. Am I exciting and new? I don't know, but I do love learning new things. Anyway, technology is an amazing way to learn. It lets you get hands-on, experiment, and try new things. And it's just fun. Whether it's coding video games, crafting things with laser cutters, building robots, creating things with batteries and bulbs, technology is my favorite way to learn. And one of the best ways to get involved with hands-on learning like this is with Remake Learning Days. I hope to see you there.
Hi there, my name is Dustin Liu, and I'm currently serving as the 9th U.S. Youth Observer to the United Nations, a role where I work to connect young people to the work of the UN. Youth voice is important to me because young people's capacity to speak up and make change grows over time. I feel so fortunate to have had parents who understood this and made concrete efforts to make sure I had opportunities to lead, speak up, and express myself. From having the chance to volunteer on political campaigns to my use of music to express my ideas for a better world, these formative experiences allowed me to find a voice and thrive in roles just like this one. I love how the Remake Learning Days Across America has different kinds of youth voice events for families, whether it's through audio, video, music, or art. I can't wait to see what everyone has planned for the festival.
Wow, there are so many themes, so many event hosts, and so many events. Every year, my family and I have a hard time choosing which events to explore. Years ago, Remake Learning Days was just an idea. We experimented with this idea and hosted our first Remake Learning Days festival in 2016 in southwestern Pennsylvania and West Virginia. This idea, this experiment, has grown and has taken root in 16 places across America, collectively hosting hundreds of events designed to help learners and families navigate new learning landscapes. This couldn't happen without the generosity of our national funders. We would like to wholeheartedly thank the Grable Foundation, Schmidt Futures, the William Flora Hewlett Foundation, Carnegie Corporation of New York, and the Ford Foundation. Here with us tonight is someone who helped to imagine the idea. Greg Baer is the founder and co-chair for Remake Learning. He's also the executive director of the Grable Foundation, one of the 5 sponsors for Remake Learning Days across America.
At the Grable Foundation, we believe in possibilities, that a child will experience something new that'll change his or her life, that a teacher will have the resources to nurture students, that kids will play and learn and grow on their own time, in their own way, guided by a community of people and places keen to make these possibilities a reality. That's what Remake Learning Days makes possible. This campaign, these events, this movement gives parents, families, and caregivers an up-close look at the latest learning innovations, inviting them to experience those innovations themselves. All across America, you're helping families connect timeless ideas with new ways of learning. And you're building demand among parents, families, and caregivers to step into tomorrow, today. You too believe in possibilities. And that remarkable belief is shared by our next guest. It's my honor to welcome from Helsinki, Finland, the executive director and co-founder at 100, a worldwide organization that seeks and shares inspiring innovations in education. For all of you joining from our 16 host regions and beyond, my friend Lasse has a special message for you.
My name is Lasse Leponiemi, and I'm the Executive Director at 100. Next, together with Chris, our Head of Research, we will introduce the latest Spotlight project to you. In education, we know that lasting change relies heavily on the strength of relationship between people. These relationships form learning ecosystems as communities, which are the bedrock of nurturing children to become healthy adults.
Now that this remarkable year of disruption to education is in its last quarter, it is abundantly clear that cooperation, collaboration, and learning across multiple levels outside of these ecosystems is needed most of all.
With this in mind, we are delighted to continue our partnership with the Grable Foundation and Remake Learning, following on from a successful spotlight on Pittsburgh in 2019. Learning Forerunners Across America expands the ambition and scope of the Pittsburgh Spotlight by focusing on the system-level best practices that foster innovation at scale in 16 trailblazer regions across the United States.
The goal is to identify and celebrate one system-wide impactful and scalable innovation from each of these cities.
On behalf of 100, we are very proud to present this project that exemplifies strong relationships across diverse stakeholders for more equitable access to quality education.
The innovations presented here focus on system-level, impactful solutions at scale, operating across multiple schools and/or institutions. You'll see there are many inspiring examples, from connecting K-12 teachers with innovative science and engineering research in central Pennsylvania, to giving students the tools to design their own learning in Northeast Ohio. These 16 cities break the structural boundaries of outdated traditional systems in K-12 education and exemplify partnerships on multiple connecting levels.
I think we can all agree that no one individual or organization can achieve lasting change at scale without outside cooperation and collaboration.
The innovations presented in this project are outstanding examples that exemplify synergistic connections in unique ways. We hope these innovations not only invigorate and inspire, but galvanize action, perhaps even to adopt and adapt some in your own context.
We envision that learning in this way will help further our mission at 100 to help every child flourish in life, no matter what happens. And next, it's our great pleasure to present you the video showcasing all these innovations we have found.
The task of preparing today's learners for an uncertain future can be daunting. While skills such as reading, writing, and math will remain essential, learners will also need to think critically, work with diverse teams, and be curious, creative, caring citizens. Remake Learning Days Across America is a festival for families to engage in hands-on learning in their own communities. This could happen at schools, libraries, museums, parks, tech startups, or all of the above. The most important part of this festival, inviting parents and caregivers to learn with, from, and alongside their children. Remake Learning Days began in 2016 in southwestern Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Now it's taking root in 16 regions across the U.S. No matter where the festival is happening, the goal is the same: to showcase, support, and spread the promising approaches to learning that help young people find and follow their dreams. In 2020, 100 wanted to know more about the learning innovation that drives each region in Remake Learning Days Across America. Research shows young people's chances of becoming innovators depend on several variables: where you live, your race, your gender, and your family's income. Packful believes all learners can build a better world when provided the right context, support, and tools. When students solve real problems relevant to their lives, they transform what they've learned in the classroom into skills they need to thrive, no matter what career or what passion they choose to pursue. When the Penn State Center for Science in the Schools brings STEM research together with teacher professional development, topics like climate science and renewable energy inspire future scientists. Teachers, entrepreneurs, and community leaders come together to launch transformative ideas, helping educators build scalable solutions to the problems that impact their schools and communities. When young people pursue their interests alongside their friends and families, learning goes from conventional to connected, giving young people the support and the opportunities that prepare them for career success and civic engagement. Early childhood teachers and cultural institutions are listening closely to children's ideas, giving them the tools and a platform for making their cities better. The The Environmental Coal Lands Redevelopment Program encourages teams of high school students to reimagine land use and solve real environmental and economic problems in their communities. As the world around us evolves, KnowledgeWorks helps education leaders explore the future of learning, an act of stewardship for future communities and the young people who live in them. Bringing like-minded learners and employers together in the classroom eliminates barriers to jobs through career-aligned courses and connections. The Fred method is Pittsburgh's way of doing what Fred Rogers did in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Connect timeless ideas with new ways of learning to support creativity, play, and close, nurturing relationships. Known for its high concentration of STEM experts, the Triangle scientists bring real STEM research into classrooms and bring students into laboratories. This statewide program turns traditional classrooms into student-led businesses. Teachers become consultants, and students become CEOs and project managers. Digital badges connect schools, nonprofits, and employers to help high school students earn modern credentials and build pathways to cutting-edge careers. The Riverbend Environmental Education Center brings science and sustainability to classrooms, inspiring the next generation of environmental stewards. Oregon's 13 STEM hubs connect schools, community organizations, industry, and business across the entire state to create STEM opportunities for all of Oregon's learners. The NeoSTEM ecosystem puts students in the driver's seat, restoring their roles as active learners through innovative projects such as building self-driving cars for local soapbox derbies. When parents and caring adults learn with their kids, it gives them an up-close look at the innovative learning that's happening in their own backyards. It gives them the tools and the resources they need to support their children, and most importantly, it creates demand from parents and caregivers for learning that's engaging to young people, relevant to families' lives, and equitable for communities. Learn more and download the Learning Forerunners Across America report at 100.org.
Congratulations to the 16 regions in your featured innovations. One of the goals of Remake Learning Days across America is to bring everyone into the conversation of the future of learning, including youth, educators, and parents and caregivers. 2 years ago in 2018, we followed 4 families in Pittsburgh as they experienced Remake Learning Days and asked them for their thoughts on engaged learning. Let's take a look.
Right now we're here at the Millville Community Library engaged in one of our storyteller activities for the week. Back in the makerspace, we have kids engaged in stop motion animation as well as an audio recording experience. You know, we'll take a couple pictures, we'll move our character, take a couple pictures.
It fell off?
See, isn't that cool?
Yeah. We didn't really have those kinds of opportunities to be involved in maker type of events until we were really in middle school or high school. So I think exposing them to this kind of stuff early on opens up a lot of different doors for them.
I'm doing make a float, like float a boat.
I used this model magic and I shaped it into like a circular piece, and it was really thick and it floated.
It's really about changing how kids learn. No more sitting at desks listening to teachers talk. Kids are doing things. They're making things. They're exploring things.
Turn west. What way's west again? That one or that one? Okay.
You make things hard, you make them persevere, you make them problem solve, and you watch slight frustration, but you also watch the success at the end.
Oh! Go fish!
When we engage kids in learning, we keep them in learning all the time.
Remake Learning Days, it's just wonderful to see all of the things that Pittsburgh has to offer in terms of revolutionizing the way education works, and just to see them all side by side and have them celebrated by people is wonderful.
We're having a lot of fun.
Throw harder than that. There you go. We have this awesome gift in Pittsburgh, and he can work and actually make video games someday, and not just play them, but test them and put audio to them. I mean, there's a lot more than just sitting down and playing video games.
I'm making storyboarding. Storyboarding is deciding like what will happen in a video or a movie.
It was interesting to see how bold they were in front of the camera and behind the camera and in this kind of an environment.
I'm the director. Slave. Action.
It was just really good to see them take off and do their own thing and enjoy it. The way we try to motivate and educate our kids is by exposing them to things that they themselves can be self-motivated to pursue or learn or be interested in. And this is a great event for that. We brought them here, but they're the ones who are deciding how long we stay here, and they're the ones who want to stay here longer.
This is our second year of participating in Remake Learning Days. Our event is called Family STEAM Night. Families are going to get to experience a robotics program, a program that specializes in sustainable design. Then we're going to have our Green Box activity for our Media Lab program. So that's an opportunity for kids to use action figures and green screens to create digital art.
They love building things, they love exploring and trying to find how does something work, how to make something better. Any opportunity that they have to do that, I think, is great, and Remake Learning makes that really easy because they have a very nice schedule and you can find what works for your schedule pretty quickly.
Do we have these robots at home? No. Are we aware of all the educational tools that are being used today? No. It's events like these, I think, where people are here to teach them and spend time with them. It's focused on them. It's just an amazing opportunity for them to get their hands on it, And then when you're here, you say, oh gosh, yeah, we have to do more of this.
We're changing what we do in the classroom and how we do it.
Exposing people to many different options so they can find the thing they're in love with and start working on it early and start educating themselves in parallel to what they learn in school. That's the key to success in the 21st century.
We're so excited for Remake Learning Days across America to happen this spring, whether it's virtual, in-person, or a hybrid. And right now, we're thrilled to share with you the 2021 festival dates by region and feature different event hosts across the country.
Hello, I'm Elena Medeiros, representing the Badgerland region of Wisconsin. For our RLDAA event, we'll be combining visual and performing arts and inviting families to come and get creative with us.
Hello, I'm Jan Joseph in Eastern Kentucky, and for our Remake Learning Days Maker event, we're looking forward to sewing and quilting and sharing stories with a new generation of makers and their families.
Hi,
I'm Jenna Gant, representing the Triangle region in North Carolina. For our Remake Learning Days Across America event, we will be hosting a science summit for kids and families to highlight all of our amazing STEM professionals.
Hello, I'm Angelica Castello with Olivet Gardens and Learning Center in San Diego County. For our RLDAA event, we will provide a live virtual field trip to youth through outdoor garden science and nutrition education.
Hi, I'm Erica Mabian, iSpark STEM Coordinator with Kansas City Public Schools in the Kansas City region. I want to tell you about our Robot Rendezvous, where we will have unplugged as well as plugged activities that students will be able to do computer programming.
Hey everybody, this is Meg Harrison coming to you from the Clinton Library in the beautiful Knoxville region. We are so looking forward to being part of Remake Learning Days Across America. We're hoping to bring a great art project to families across our communities, kids, teens, parents, everybody. We look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Jim David at STEM School Chattanooga. Here, our Remake Learning Day STEM Jubilee activity is planned by STEM high schoolers. The event is put on for over 5,000 elementary students who participate in hands-on STEM activities.
Hello, I'm Nina Shokufande in southeastern Pennsylvania. For our RLDAA event, girls will experience a holistic STEM and maker education through engineering, coding, biology, and chemistry. Girls and their families will have an appreciation for the wide applications of STEM and its ability to foster a growth mindset.
Hi everyone, I am Kristen Joy Bell representing Central Pennsylvania. Our RLDAA Family Science Night will feature local environmental organizations and interactive student showcases, including the herb and flower gardens that are grown by the elementary school students.
Hi there, I'm Larry Berger in southwestern Pennsylvania. Our Remake Learning Days event is all about youth voice, and we'll use radio and audio to encourage, amplify, share, and archive the ideas, stories, and feelings of children, youth, and families.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Crawford representing West Virginia. For our RLDAA event, we invite families, friends, and community members to join us for an evening of exploring the outdoors.
Hello, I'm Principal Gerald Smith representing the DMV region. During Remake Learning Days, our pre-K through 8th grade students and their families will learn through making and meeting each obstacle with courage and grace.
Hi there, I am Haley Steuben, a student and Chief Science Officer representing Oregon. For our RLDAA event, I will be working with several other student Chief Science Officers to provide students of all ages with STEM engagement, at-home learning opportunities, and support for families with home learning.
Hi, I'm Latoya, representing Chicago. For Remake Learning Days Across America, Black and Latino young adults and families share their voices and tell their stories through podcasting.
Hello, my name is Captain Drew Ferguson of FastStar, and we are representing Northeast Ohio. For our RLDAA event, families will take to the waters to explore our region's greatest natural resources. Participants will gain a greater understanding of the environment, the physics of sailing, and how to design and build boats in our Maritime Fabrication Lab.
Hi everyone, I'm Seth Longland in the Greater Cincinnati region. For our event, families will join us here at the Kenton County Public Library for, what was it, Ron? Science! Science. What was it, Paul?
Technology.
Technology. How did that last one go?
Making!
Making.
There are hundreds of amazing event hosts like the ones we just saw who are planning their festival events for spring 2021. We want to say a big thank you to all of the event host organizers for opening their doors. We also want to take a moment and reflect on how we all have a part to play in making this a better world for our youth. With Remake Learning Days Across America, we intentionally designed for learning opportunities to be accessible and available to all youth. We want to support our youth by nurturing their aspirations and dreams, cultivating their curiosity, and giving them the space to grow. With this in mind, we asked youth across America to share with us their hope for the future.
Let's remember these dreams and aspirations of our youth in a world that stands to be revised, redefined, and remade. We see youth ready to innovate, and parents, caregivers, grandparents, educators, and whole communities ready to support these youth.
We can't wait for what you'll do, what we'll do together to ignite relevant, engaging, and equitable learning coast to coast all across America. Thank you all so much for joining us for the national launch. Happy Remake Learning Days!